You're watching Fairfield Public Access Television, Channel 9. I'm Susan Kessel, the station manager, and we're here today with Lanny Glass and Keith Schaefer. We're at the Senior Citizen Center. Do you call it the center or the site, or both?
Both, but usually center, I guess.
Okay. I'm at a time in my life where I'm finding out about a lot of things dealing with seniors, with my parents, and I thought there's an awful lot I don't know, but one thing I do know is that the Senior Citizen Center is a very valuable asset to our community, and I thought we need to learn more about this and share it with the community. Lots of people do know about it that are taking advantage of it, but there are probably a lot of people out there that don't know about it. So we have today Lanny, who is coordinator.
Site manager coordinator for Fairfield and Libertyville and Lockridge.
And see, I didn't know that there were three places connected. And Keith Schaefer is the chairman of the board.
Yes, and I think it would do well to point out that there are a little over 3,000 senior citizens here in the county. And so we try to help them in some of their basic needs that are special problems for senior citizens. And through these three centers, we reach quite a few people, but we could be reaching quite a few more.
Let's do some history of the center. I know we have this here, and I don't have my glasses on, so I'm going to let the two of you tell me about how it was formed. We know why it was formed, but how and when?
Well, to begin with, it was started in 1973, and then at that time they didn't have. It was at 51 West Burlington for a time till they were cleared out the junkyard that was here.
Oh,
And,
I remember that.
And built this center then, and moved in a couple years later, I believe. And it's governed by a 15-member board from throughout the county, and the headquarters and we're with 9 other counties in this area. The headquarters is in Ottumwa.
Okay. Now, I see here a list of board members. It looks like quite a few. In fact, I see my mother-in-law on there. She's secretary.
Correct. Yes.
We have Mel Vidal, treasurer. Jean Kemp is vice president, and you're the president. My mother-in-law, Wanda Kessel, is secretary. Nancy Baird, Ed Felger, Frank Bagby, Melanie Lisk, Evelyn Myers, Roy Mitchell, Nancy Ingwald, Jerry Davis, Richard Kirka, Keith Wells, Dorothy Webb are all board members.
Correct.
And we're not sure how long they serve. We need to check that out because that's designated by Ottumwa.
SENECA.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they all sit on the board, and this building that we're at, which is at, what's the address?
209 South Court.
Is really a nice facility, big kitchen, dining room area. And what do you do here?
That's a good question.
A lot.
Well, we feed the people 5 days a week. We do home deliveries to around 70 to 80 people every day, and we usually feed between 45 to 55 here at the center that come in.
Is this just a noon meal?
Just a noon meal, except for from May through October, we do a night supper once a month, which has kind of turned into a senior prom. We take reservations for those. We have to shut them off about 145. And we have a theme every year. This year our theme is going to be old classic movies. And May 10th will be our first one, and we're taking reservations now for those. Singing in the Rain is going to be our first theme, and then that'll continue through October. We serve them at 5:30, and then we have entertainment after that, and we're usually done around 8 o'clock or so, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and it's a lot of fun. We have a good time.
I think that's something that caught my eye to do this program. I was doing the scrolling and looking through the ledger and seeing some of these events that you had going on and dealing with my parents, and I thought, wow, this is great that you're doing this. So once a month, the senior event.
Senior night out.
Senior night out. That's wonderful. So the meals, is it called Meals on Wheels?
No, it's not officially Meals on Wheels. I think that would probably be a franchise type thing, but we just call them home delivered meals.
And how do you go about doing that?
We have 2 drivers at this time. We tried to divide the list up between the north and south side of town so that they are kind of even. And they, through rain and shine, everything they go through, and I'm glad that the winter is about, done for, because I've done it myself when they've been gone, and it's work. It's a lot of work,
How do you do you need to call in reservation for the meal?
We appreciate, knowing ahead of time, even a day before, for reservations so that we can have our numbers. Most of the home delivers are pretty much established. We also offer an extra meal. If they want to order an extra meal throughout the week to cover them on the weekends, they can get 2 meals in one day, or 3 meals, however many. If it's an especially good day that they like something, they can freeze it even. And we've even started offering frozen meals that we make up from the meals, from what we have left over, for people that we take frozen meals to, that can put them in their freezer and then they have them on hand. So that's been a good thing for everybody.
That's really nice.
I might mention that this center received the citation of the best, as the most efficient meal program in all the 10 counties of all the centers a short time ago.
Well, congratulations. So to receive a meal, they can either look up in the phone book under senior citizens.
It's actually under Area Agency on Aging, and it's really difficult to find, I think. So our number is 472-4403, and we're here from 8 to 3, Monday through Friday. So that's the best way to get a hold of us.
Now, also in the ledger, do you have a listing of meals, or?
Yeah, they do every week. I think it's in on Fridays for the next week for the Congregate meals.
So you can look at their menu for the week, and there's a phone number there, I believe, and call in. Now, I know across the street at the Wagon Wheel, I see people walking over here, and I know from Kalu and different places in Logan, there's a bus.
Right.
Tell me about the bus.
I didn't hear about the bus, you say?
Right.
It's available for people that want to go shopping. They go to sometimes to Tama or to Burlington to get a little excitement in the
That's a special events bus.
That's special events.
And then the other local bus that travels around here that would bring you to eat here. If you live like in Kalu or Logan, you can get on that one and it'll bring you here also.
Right.
And we're going to do a whole separate show on that, because I think we need to do that. Are there more services?
Yes, sir. This is available for renting out, like for reunions. People come play cards, watch TV, play bingo. Just enjoy either a cool place or a warm place, whichever the weather is, and good companionship. It's a busy place.
It is.
If I want to talk to Lanny, I have to trail around her like a little puppy until I get...
I could see that, because just trying to get you were over there moving tables so they can get to the piano later.
That's right. We've got a trio coming today called the Carol Hillis Trio. They're going to play at noon. And she just contacted me about a month ago and said they had come here in the past and they hadn't done it lately, so they'll be here at noon today to entertain them for about a half an hour. We have a lady coming next week that kind of has a hobby of antique jewelry. She wanted to do a little program and invited them to bring a piece of jewelry if they had, that they wanted to know if it was valuable or not. And so I think that'll be fun. Be like an antique roadshow that day, with the jewelry. So
right. And
I might mention that legal services are available. Lifeline, they help getting it established and keep it going in individual homes. Home improvement like winterizing or clearing sidewalks, mowing yards, anything that senior has difficulty doing in some of the basic life situations.
So there are programs available that you know about, that you can tell them about?
Well, we have actually a case manager that's here every day that helps people stay in their homes. If they need, home health care services to come in, if they need food, whatever, really,
Is this with Human Services, or this is just on your own as a senior?
Right. This is our own case manager through SENECA. Now, of course, she works with DHS, in conjunction, but she's here every day too. So that's a good service that helps people stay in their homes as long as they can.
Yes, I'm going through all of that, so I'm learning so much. Now, you said you have a movies program going on, so this afternoon they will watch the movies? No, that was Tuesdays. Tuesdays.
Yeah, right now Ernie Ledger is bringing in a World War II series for them on Tuesdays to watch. We're going to get some other things going because we just got a new VCR player and DVD player that was donated by Iowa State Bank, and we had a big screen TV that was kind of not being used, so we're going to be putting that to more and more use. We'd had some Indian Hills nursing students coming here that even used it for a VCR program that they had, so it's been real
nice. I know I just brought my father in when I'm taping the show, and I believe he's sitting over there, and I think he likes that big screen television.
He's sitting on a donated couch, for example, when you talked about donations. We are always open for donations of material things that we can use, or money, or endowments, memorials, so that we try to generate as much of our own income as we can. The city and the county both help. We get some state funds and federal funds also. So it's a many-faceted means of income, and we like to not have to be out grabbing for money anymore than we can help. Like to have a lot of volunteer money come.
Oh, that's really nice. It is a nice facility. Now, I see some baked goods over there. Are they...
Well, on Thursday after lunch, we play bingo. And Econo Food has been kind enough to donate some items on Thursday mornings. I go out and pick them up from them, and we use them for the bingo, and they use them for prizes. So it's a good deal.
That's a great idea. There's so many things going on that I didn't know about, that other people don't know about, that they can take advantage of.
I would even want to encourage people, if they have a program or if they have some little talent that they would want to share, to come in. And like the lady with the jewelry, I wouldn't have known to have contacted her, but she had come in. We had an income tax preparation service through today, actually. They came in every Thursdays, and this lady had come in to use the income tax service, and she came in and said, hey, I do this, could I come in and share it with the seniors? And yeah, so if there's anybody out there that would have something that they wanted to share,
that's right. I know even the Fairfield Art Association and your son Mark provided a wonderful service by, over on the wall there's a wonderful painting of the Fairfield Square, I believe at the turn of the century.
Yes, and he had high school youngsters, art students, help on that. He really enjoyed it.
Yes, I think I painted a little bit on that. And you also have a basement here that's used by Weight Watchers. They meet 2 or 4 times a week on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I believe 5 to 6. So there's a lot of...
Coffee Club also utilizes it.
When do they meet?
Every day.
Every day.
Not Sunday, but
every day. Is this a men's coffee club?
Men's coffee club, right. And they only talk about facts around town.
What time do they meet?
They're here about 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Until whenever?
Until, 10:15, I suppose.
So is this open? What are the hours it's open?
We're here from 8 to 3. The cooks are actually here from 6 till we're done. But yeah, all morning.
So people can come and hang around during those hours if they need a place to be. That's great. We'll take a break and we'll walk around with the camera and look at a few things.
In case you're wondering what's going on, Susan Kessel's here with FPAC. I didn't get the photographer's name, but they're going to be doing a little program about the senior center giving people information about what we do here and how we argue and bicker and play bingo and have fun. We won't tell them all your secrets, but just a few. I want to remind you about the bus trip to Burlington Catfish Bend on April 26th. They're going on a Thursday. It will leave here at 8 o'clock in the morning. And also for next month on May the 30th, they're going to Meskwaki, if anybody's interested in that. Also leaving at 8 o'clock. Ed Felger would be who to contact. Or you can let me know and I can give him your name. And also he's organizing a shopping trip that I'll let you know. A tentative date is May the 12th. We'll be going to Ottumwa. If anybody's interested in signing up for that, we've got about 4 or 5 seats left, I think, for the bus. So if that's of interest to you, let me know. Let me in. Oh, we're going to be playing bingo today, so if you want to stick around. And also the Carol Hillis Trio will be here that I told you about all week. They'll be playing music starting about noon. They're getting here now. So we'll have some good entertainment today too. Let me end you with this story that we found yesterday. It's called "This is the Way We Were and We Loved It." We were before television, before penicillin, the pill, polio shots, antibiotics, and frisbees. Before frozen food, nylon, Dacron, Xerox, Kinsey. We were before radar, fluorescent lights, credit cards, and ballpoint pens. For us, time sharing meant togetherness, not computers. A chip meant a piece of wood. Hardware meant hardware, and software wasn't even a word. In those days, bunnies were small rabbits, and rabbits were not Volkswagens. We were before Batman, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, and Snoopy. Before DDT and vitamin pills and the white wine craze, disposable diapers, Jeeps, and the Jefferson nickel. Before Scotch tape, M&Ms, the automatic shift, and Lincoln Continentals. When we were in college, Cheerios, frozen orange juice, instant coffee, and McDonald's were unheard of. We thought fast food was what you ate during Lent. We were before FM radio, tape recorders, electric typewriters, word processors, Musk, electronic music and disco dancing, and before pantyhose and drip-dried clothes. Before ice makers and dishwashers, clothes dryers, freezers, and electric blankets. Before men wore long hair and earrings and women who wore tuxedos. We got married first and then lived together. How quaint can you be? In our day, cigarette smoking was fashionable. Grass was mowed, coke was something you drank, and pot was something you cooked in. We were before coin vending machines, jet planes, helicopters, and interstate highways. In 1935, made in Japan meant junk, and the term making out referred to how you did on an exam. In our time, there were 5 and 10 cent stores where you could buy things for 5 and 10 cents. For just 1 nickel, you could ride the streetcar, make a phone call, buy a Coke, or buy 2 postcards. You could buy a new Chevy Coupe for $600, but who could afford that in 1935? Nobody. A pity, too, because gas was only 11 cents a gallon. We were not before the difference between the sexes was discovered, but we were before sex changes. We just made do with what we had. And so it was in the 1930s. This is the way we were, and we loved it. So we'll end with that and have a good lunch.
So we are once again here at the Senior Citizen Center, and we're just about ready to have their lunch served. This is a really nice place for our community, and if you're a senior citizen and want to take advantage of it, we hope that you will. We also have a group over here that's going to be singing, a trio, part of the entertainment, and there are all kinds of things here, place to hang around during the day. What else do I need to say, Keith?
Well, I think you've covered everything quite well.
Okay. It's just a wonderful place in Fairfield, asset to our community.
Very much so, very much so.
And maybe we'll take a look and go see what they're eating.
Sounds good to me.
I just asked Lanny if they were served because I noticed that some people do stay at their tables and they are brought their food if they want, or if they want to come and go through the line. Let's see what they're having today. I believe it's a ham and potato soup, some tomatoes, homemade bread, cookies, and baked apples. So it's a really well-rounded meal.
They have wonderful food here.
Wonderful food.
Yes, they do. Their food's very, very good.
That's great to know. And this is available daily at noon, and then once a month, a special event for seniors. And I'm not sure, how much does this meal cost?
2 1/4.
2 1/4. That's a real bargain. Is that every day 2 1/4?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you know where to come if you would like to eat a well-balanced meal for $2.25. And here we have some meals being served. And I think I see a big bingo sign up above. I was just mentioning the bingo. What days are bingo played?
We just play on Thursday afternoons anymore. They used to play at nights, but that's not happening anymore. So
Thursday afternoons,
Thursday after lunch. Yeah.
right after their lunch. Okay, well, Lanny, thank you very much for what you do in the community and what the Senior Citizen Center does for our community. And if they have any questions, they can give you a call.
All right, give us a call.
And the number's
472-4403, 8 to 3, Monday through Friday.
8
And
to
if you have any
3.
complaints, give me a call.
Right. Suggestions, you'd like to offer something for them, a service, if you'd like to make donations.
Volunteer.
Volunteer. Yep, they've got to be, are there volunteers in the kitchen serving? Or
Not right. Well, just out here
okay.
doing, yeah.
So,
And I could mention too, if any high school students need community service hours for graduation, they could help us with the night suppers or kitchen work, or well, I could put them to work.
I'm sure. Well, thank you once again for everything you do in our community.